What's happening? Everybody, we good? YouTube, it's Monday morning. Let's get it, man. Oh, my bad.
Yo, what's up, man? This your boy, man, Mr. Let Me Hold Something himself, DJ Dirty. And you're listening to FHO Podcast Radio with my main man, Big Cell, the FHOABCDEFGHNIC. Big Cell, come on, man, speak on it, man. Let's ride.
It's my man, Dirty. What up, Dirty? Doing your thing, man. Hey.
You thought we was playing it. We are live right now.
So, can y'all hear me pretty well? Hey, man, it's Monday morning, man. We on, man. Boom, boom. What are y'all up to, man? Boom, boom.
FHO is a lifestyle, a movement, grown folks business. FHO's HNIC. Mr. Him Be Everywhere.
Say, man, it's Monday morning, man. We on, man. We getting it in right here. Shout out, man, to Swift, Jeff Schultz. Hey, man, Jeff, I appreciate that donation. Swoops, Derek Brockenham, Old Dog Fletch, Derek Nice, Hawk the Pack, MCVA, Ro Toros. What up, Ro? Swoops. Did I say Swoops? Swoops, you done got 2 shout outs. John Jones, Kevin Walden, Juggy Bruce, my family. I love you, brother. I might even see you next week, and I might come that way to hang out with our kinfolk. I thought I had a gig, but apparently I don't. So, MJ from New York City, what up with it? Antoine White, what's going on, sir? Call back on my motorcycle this morning and all day. Sell back on my, there it is there. Then shit, you living life. Christopher Harris, what up? West Side in the building. All right, so anyway, what's going on, man? It's Monday. I know y'all asses don't want to get up. You see the numbers. Look. Ain't nobody up. It's Monday. The day after Cinco de Mayo. This is a holiday. You out here with this bullshit. On a national holiday, Sale got the nerve to come on live at 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, my camera is down. I got to figure out what's going on, call tech support. So I'm using a different camera. That's why you don't got the wide angle. But y'all probably like this better up close and personal. The only problem is that if I got a guest, I can't get both of us. So we're going to have to work on that, man. So, but we rocking with this today. I'm by myself. Check this out, man. I started a new series called FHO in 10. What that is I'll be doing 10 minutes of a subject with, when people send me subjects, just tightening it up. I'm trying to get more professional. I'm trying to get better with my dialogue. I'm trying. So you guys work with me, bear with me, man, and let's just see how this thing go, man. So it's called FHON10, FHO10, FHON10, and it'll be 10 minutes of a certain subject. That's it. That's all. I got 10 minutes to break it down and tell you about it. Unlike these videos right here, where we could talk all day. Yeah, on these videos we could talk all day right here, man. So anyway, I love y'all. Let me tell y'all. Did I tell y'all that this morning? Did Big Sal tell you he loved you this morning? Shame on him for not telling you that. He should tell you that he love you. I, Big Sal, love you. And that is my promise. I truly do love you, and I wish you the best. I pray for your household. I pray for your children's success, your success. I pray if you're trying to start a business that not only do you start it, but it becomes one of the biggest businesses in the world. I pray if you're looking for a promotion at work, not only do you get that promotion, but you get the one above that. I just pray and wish you guys the best. If you're on your motorcycle, I pray that you be safe, no breakdowns. You get to your destination, you have the most fun that you've ever had in your life. And I just pray, man, for all of us, for financial freedom, for peace of mind, for peace amongst us as well. We don't have that as well. We got a lot of stuff going on. So I don't know. I just want you guys all to be good, be well, all of us. Whether I directly know you or indirectly know you, I want that, man. Okay. So don't forget, man, to support the platforms. I upgraded all this stuff to get into podcasting so that I could bring you guys a more in-depth, a better sound, better quality, the whole 9 yards. But the numbers are really, really low. So I need you guys to pick up the numbers on the platform. All my truck drivers. And I know you guys like the YouTube. I don't want to cancel the YouTube because I know a lot of you guys like to watch the YouTube. But I might just start trying to redirect the podcast separate from, like, I might do the YouTube like when I'm out and about or something like that. But we're going to figure it out. So we're going to work it out, man. But don't forget to support the channel, man. Cash App, PayPal, all of those things matter. Trust me, they matter. You guys have no clue what it is to run this stuff and to buy all of this equipment and everything else, these microphones and everything. So I cannot do it without you. I've invested a lot of my money, time, effort, energy into this stuff, and I'm going to keep on doing it whether you invest or not, but it sure helps when you invest. So just wanted to say that, man. Everybody say I'm begging. Well, I'm begging. So I'm begging for your support. I'm begging for you to tell a friend. If you watch me, tell your friend. Yeah, grab his phone and just plug me in. You understand what I'm saying? All right, so it's Monday. We got a lot of shit to talk about. As you all know, or some of you might not know, see, that's what I'm talking about. I appreciate you right there, Lost One Kearns. Thank you, sir. I truly, truly, truly appreciate you. Okay. It's Monday, as you all know. This weekend, I got away and went to Panama Beach, Florida. The ride was beautiful. I went with a lot of people that I really didn't know. They invited me down the whole 9 yards, and we had a ball, man. Just their whole thing was we just want you to come hang out with us for the weekend. We appreciate you, soak up some knowledge from you in the whole 9 yards. But I want to give a shout out to a young lady that was with them. Brown, I think her name was Brown Sugar. Okay. Miss Brown Sugar on the way home for a female. She's getting her riding skills up. She can see, and I'm going to say this too. A lot of you females can ride, but you can't. Let me see. How do I say this? You can ride and operate the motorcycle, but you can't handle properly the motorcycle. Meaning that you're on your tippy toes when you take off. When you come to a stop, your stops are kind of scary, and then you're turning too wide in your turns. But now going straight, you have us on it. Y'all killing the straightaway. Fast as you want to go the whole 9 yards. But one thing I want my sisters to do is take those advanced courses, take those intermediate courses. See, when you first get your license, you take the course with a motorcycle that they give you, a little bitty motorcycle, boo. Invest some time into your skills. Trust me, that's important. I'm sorry about that on camera. But invest some time into your skills. Take the intermediate courses, and advanced courses, because you get to take those on your motorcycles. And I promise you, it will help you to be a better rider. It will give you the confidence you need. It will give you everything you need, to do that. Now, to Miss Brown Sugar out of Alabama, not sure, but she did her thing. Rode her ass off. Who was that right there? Oh my goodness, you guys are tripping out. Hawk the Pack, Tony Whiteley. Appreciate you, man. I love you guys. Gonna make me cry. Y'all gonna make me cry. But she did her thing, man. So she rode her ass off, gas and go, because I was trying to get home. I had a lot of stuff to do. So, and she hung in there, man. A lot of people. I mean, so anyway, that's just to my females. And to all of us, all of you guys, invest in yourself, invest in your skills, invest in your motorcycle. You guys will go out and buy $250 for a pair of floorboards, $500 for a pair of floorboards. The advanced class, the intermediate class is $150, $200. Take the classes, man. I promise you, it made me a better rider. I just took the Ride Like a Pro class. We went to Florida for that. My man D-Mac blessed me with that class, and I promise you, it made me a better rider automatically. It just gives you the confidence. Everything just builds you up and gives you the confidence. I see my man V, secretary for FHOMA. What up, V? He been working his ass off, too. I got to give him a salute, man. V been working his ass off, especially dealing with my crazy ass. You can't say he's taking the class this Saturday. Shout out to my man V, and congratulations on the class. So we got to start investing in ourselves. Okay, that is a must. That is a must. This morning I got two topics. I got a DM from a person, and I want to talk about Panama Beach, Florida. This is the part where you guys are truly probably not gonna like me too much. And it's Monday, so I might well go on and fuck it off right. Who was that? Is that Big Bam? What up, my man Bam, Sergeant at Arms. I see my FHOMA family, they in here, man. You feel me? They in here this morning. So, and you should be a part of FHOMA too. If you're an independent rider and you want to have a home. Now hear what I just said. If you're an independent rider and you're looking for a home, you're looking for a brotherhood or a sisterhood, FHOMA, we got you, baby. We own and popping, sanctioned by the AMA. We good. All over the world, United States, international, the whole 9 yards. Check us out, man. Go on the website, fastharleysonly.com. Look at the membership rules and requirements. What you say? What V say? We independently motorcycle, man. Motorcycling. We independently motorcycling as a family. We not an MC, RC, SC, none of that. We'll never be any of that. We just gonna be FHO. So if you're interested, if you're independent, and you can live anywhere in the world, you know, there's two different ways you can come in. You can come in if you have a Harley, you can join straight to the top. If you don't have a Harley, you can join the support team, FHOMA, and ride with us. You know, the same. Now, it's just, anyway, go on fastharleysonly.com. Check it out. We got you. Somebody, if you put in an application, somebody get to you ASAP or dapper. So it is what it is. What up, Joseph? What up, No Good? All right, so let's get into this. So this is the part where y'all really finna hate me. Yeah, let me go and let me get this.
Shit, man. You thought we was playing. We are live right now.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm finna say some shit that's kind of not, and excuse me for cursing. I know y'all be like, damn, Sildy, you got to curse. Yes, the fuck I got to curse. I went to Panama Beach, Florida this weekend, and I normally don't do those type of events because I'm a West Coast cat. I love the West Coast. Everything on the West Coast, Arizona, LA, it just be popping on the West Coast. I've been there. I've seen it. I've done it. I've compared the two. There's nothing like the West Coast. I promise you. What up, Victor? There's nothing like the West Coast. I fucking promise you. The West Coast is the shit. I don't care where you live. You have to take a trip on your motorcycle to the West Coast to one of the big 3-4 events. You got a couple of them. Of course, you got Soul Brothers, Rare Breed, Kings of Cali. I mean, you got a Desperado. I ain't even finna start naming because I don't want to get fucked off as far as, oh, you didn't name my club. But you got to go to the West Coast and experience it. It's a whole different bike culture, a whole different bike set. And the bikes, everything is just different. I'm not saying that nowhere else they not popping. Philly got it popping. DC got it popping. Detroit got it. Everybody got it. Y'all, New York got it popping. Shout out to my man Meatloaf, Rock Boy Choppers, my man Meatloaf out there in New York. Everybody got it popping. But that West Coast shit, they got it popping. So anyway, I don't really normally do these type of events, but I was invited out. I had a good time. Beautiful place to stay, the whole 9 yards. Let me tell you this though. Let me say this. White boys know how to motherfucking party. White boys know how to motherfucking party. Caucasians, persuasions, light-skinned them know how to motherfucking party. They party, they have a ball. And again, I'm not saying that they don't got no bullshit. I didn't see no bullshit this weekend. None, not nada, boop, bop, bop, do nada. And the ratio this weekend was 80% persuasion, 20% usses, dark skins, blacks, whatever you want to call us, Negroes. I don't give a fuck what you call me, just as long as you don't call me, you know what I'm saying, late to the dinner table around this motherfucker. You can call me what you want to call me. I don't even give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't bother me. That's just who I am. I mean, because you don't know me anyway. You can get, slapped for saying certain shit out of line, out of text, out of context. But other than that, I don't give a fuck what you call me. Because I am who I am, and it is what it is. So, but let me tell you something, man. They know how to motherfucking party. They know how to get along. They know how to function. They know how to get drunk and have a motherfucking ball. And again, I'm not saying that they do it better than us. Fuck it. I am saying it. Fuck it. I'm going to say it. White folks know how to have fun. They know how to get along. They know how to do their thing. And again, I'm not saying that they don't have bullshit. I didn't see no bullshit. I didn't experience no bullshit. I had a good time. I had a good time from just being there, man, to just seeing the whole movie. Let me tell you something. And this is no disrespect to anybody of any other race that watch me, okay? But them white folks don't give a fuck how they motorcycle look. They don't give a fuck how that motherfucker sound, how it look, and none of that. And they gonna be on that motherfucker with the biggest smile on that motherfucker. They're gonna be on that motherfucker. They're gonna be having a ball regardless as to whatever you say, and 9 times out of 10, they're gonna have them a Barbie on the back. She may be a big Barbie. She may be a plus size Barbie. She may be a bigger than medium sized Barbie. She may be an old Barbie. She may be whatever. But she gonna be on the back of that little raggedy motherfucker, and she just gonna be proud as you want to be supporting her motherfucking man. I promise you, that shit was just beautiful this weekend. It was just no stress. And I'm not saying that whenever we get together it's stress, or whenever we get together it's the bullshit, but it is. It just is. And I know y'all gonna hate me. Oh, Sell down. I'm not downing us as blacks. I'm not. I'm just telling you, what the fuck I saw and how the fuck I saw it this weekend, and how much fun I had, hanging out with the, all right, brother. Yeah. I mean, just hollering for the motherfucker, just walk in the middle of the goddamn crowd and just start hollering. All right, brother. Ah! Shit crazy. Like, what the fuck? You understand what I'm saying? And motherfucker just get drunk and just pass out and people walking over the motherfucker. I mean, just cool as shit, man. I didn't hear about no bikes getting stolen. I didn't hear about no fights. I didn't hear about no unruly. I didn't hear about none of that shit. And again, I wasn't everywhere. I don't know. All I'm just telling you is what the fuck I experienced. I had a motherfucking ball. Period. Thank everybody that invited me down. And the whole 9 yards. And I'm not saying that we can't do that as blacks. I'm not saying that we can't. I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you, we got too much shit we worried about. We worried about how our bikes look, how we look, how we dress before we get on our bikes. We worried about, all the extra shit that I'm telling you this weekend, them motherfuckers had on whatever it looked like, whatever the fuck it was when they wrung that motherfucker out and took out the garbage. I mean, not the garbage, I'm sorry. Took it out the suitcase. They wasn't ironing shit. They didn't care about if the socks matched, goddamn. They didn't care what kind of shoes they had on. They didn't give a fuck about none of that. All they gave a fuck about was, where's it at? Where's the party at? They're down the street. Come on. I mean, they load up the motherfucker. And listen, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to constantly say this. It's always the motherfucker with the raggediest motorcycle that got the loudest pipes. And he revving that motherfucker, The raggediest motorcycle, and I want y'all to peep this out because you're going to start noticing this now that I told you this. It's always the motherfucker with the raggediest motorcycle with the loudest pipes. You be like, man, if you don't shut that, if you don't get your motherfucking hand off the, you're sitting there like, I'm talking about this motherfucker loud and obnoxious, and it's ugly as a motherfucker. I guess that's they say, fuck, we're going to put all our money into the goddamn obnoxiousness. Fuck what the motorcycle look like, matching wheels, paint job, fuck all the rest of that, floorboards and shit missing. Fuck all that. We just going to put all our money into the goddamn obnoxious sound of the pipe. Now, don't get me wrong. You got some fly-ass white boys out there. I don't know if y'all saw the video I put up of the bike that pulled up on us in the gas station. That motherfucker was fly as a motherfucker. Now, they doing a big wheel bagger shit. I don't too much care for the big wheel bagger. I like to ride. I'm not saying that you can't ride the big wheel baggers. I'm not saying that you can't. I have never been on the highway going across Texas and pulled up on a big wheel bagger. Not me. You know what I'm saying? I haven't done it at all. I have not done it yet. So but that big wheel bagger shit, if you're into the big wheel bagger, the stretch bags all the way to the floor, air ride and all that shit, it was plenty of them out there. They did their thing. So shout out to them, man. Shout out to Panama Beach for letting the people come out, party, fuck their city up, spend all their money because they made some money. It wasn't as big as it normally is. I guess the city of Panama was going through whatever, so the Panama Beach thing. But I think the whole rally was donating majority of the money. Shout out to Panama Beach, Harley Davidson, for putting on what they put on. I had a ball, man. I'm just telling you. You know, I really had a ball. So shout out to Panama Beach, Florida, for doing their thing for the bike rally. It was cool as shit. If our uncles and granddads was police, we wouldn't have a problem either. Hey. There you go. I mean, no good. I hear you. Eugene Brown, what up with you? Respect to you, sir. Most of them don't even care if their bikes are clean or not. They don't. The bullshit be deep. Speaking true. What up, man? Listen, man. I'm just giving you my opinion on it. You know, it is what it is. So, had a ball, Panama. Fuck with all my white folks, my Caucasians, whatever you want to call them. Them, you know, the other Americans. I love y'all. I don't have a racist bone in my body. I promise you I don't. So fuck what I say. Anyway, but had a ball, Panama Beach. If given an opportunity to go back, I probably will. Boom. All right. Now, that is that. The other thing I got a DM. Let me pull it up. Okay. I got a DM, and this was a question, and we're gonna talk about this today. Okay. How often should an MC change its officers? And does the president change with the officers or individually? Okay? That's a question that was brought to me. We're going to answer that question right after we pay some bills. We'll be right back, man.
Select Luxury Cars, proud sponsor of the FHO Podcast Live Show. The most diverse luxury vehicle selection in the greater Atlanta area. The highest quality customer service and unmatched nationwide pricing. Contact Mike Goodall at 678-855-2292 to schedule your appointment today. Select Luxury Cars, trusted family dealer since 1994.
Say, man, my man Mike Goodall, y'all hit him up for anything on your high-end level. He's the man. I promise you, he's not going to steal you wrong.
Eco One, the superior eco-friendly motorcycle and auto detailing spray. Eco One super wetting and low foaming polymer technology cleans by flowing underneath the dirt particles and lift them away from the surface. All you need to do is spray, wipe, and watch the amazing shine appear. All of this is done with very little time and effort, but the results look like you spent all day waxing your vehicle. Eco One. Don't ride dirty.
Say, man, shout out to my man Eco Short, Eco Stove. They doing their thing, man. Hit them up, ECO1motorsport.com. Put in a discount code FHO, and you will get a discount. You will get some free shipping. You will get whatever, man. This is my partner right here, man. Listen to him what he got to say, man.
Yo, what's up, man? This your boy, man, Mr. Let Me Hold Something himself, DJ Dirty. And you're listening to FHO Podcast Radio with my main man, Big Cell, the FHO ABCDEFGHNIC. Big Cell, come on, man, speak on it, man. Let's rock.
It's your boy, Big
Say, man.
Cell, FHO's HNIC, Mr. Him Be Everywhere.
Shout out to my man DJ Dirty, man. Appreciate that drop, Dirty. All right, so we back at it. Question of the day: how often should an MC change his officers? Now, this has been a debate over the period of time that has caused so many different drama situations or whatever. All I'm gonna say is this: you have to give a person enough time to effectively maintain, build, put forth, and structure his job. Okay. The average club probably changes officers every 2 years. Now, 2 years is not enough time to do nothing. It ain't even enough time to hell get to know your members. But if that's what you do, then it is what it is. I would suggest 4 years per term. The reason why you say 4 years is because it's going to take a year to transition from old officers to new officers. It take a year to execute, to come up with a game plan. It take a year to execute a plan. And then the fourth year, here, they're transitioning that plan that they had and that schematic and blueprint onto the, possibly to the next set of officers or whatever. Plus, you got a lot of things that happen. People coming in, people going out, and it's just different things happening. You have to, you really do have to allow time for a person to effectively do his job. In 2 years, that should go by so fast. 4 years even goes by fast, but at least in 4 years, you have enough time to effectively, just like when a president runs for, when a person runs for president, they have what they campaigning on. I'm campaigning on, making this club, more brotherhood and, getting us out riding more and, getting us, our bank account on, different and getting our relationships different, the whole 9 yards. Well, it takes some time to do that. It takes time to build relationships. It takes time to get everybody on board to the plan that you got going on. And in 2 years, it's just not enough time. You got some clubs where the president was probably the founder and he has deemed himself president forever. Okay. If that's the kind of club you're in, then so be it. Now, one thing I will say is this: within the 4 year period, if a person is not good at being president or not good at being vice president or whatever the office may be, then you can just vote him out. He can be voted out of that position by a unanimous vote of the club or majority vote, however you got your club rules set up. But 4 years, homie, to be honest, 4 years is about enough time that it takes to effectively give a person opportunity to be a good president or a good vice president or, sergeant at arms or whatever, secretary, treasurer. It is a good enough time, and especially you don't want to be changing your treasurer every 2 years and, out with the old and with the new, the money got to be switched over and blah, 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 the whole 9 yards. So that is something that you want to kind of, that is something that you want to kind of, to look after. All right. So to answer that question for me, it would be 4 years. That isn't an effective enough time. That is enough time for your officers to come in, set the platform, take the club in whatever direction they're trying to take the club into, effectively, enforce whatever it is that they're trying to enforce, make whatever changes, add addendums and whatever else, and then they can move on out or, get reelected in the whole 9 yards. What I will tell you is this: is that there's been a debate, and I had this. My man, President Oaks. Matter of fact, I'm gonna need to call him if I can. Oaks, are you up? My man, President Oaks, down there in Augusta, Georgia. He hit me yesterday and was saying that because this is what I mentioned. There's only 5 positions in a motorcycle club. There's only 5 real positions, real or mandated or whatever you want to say. Everything else are just titles, but there's only 5 real positions in a motorcycle club: president, vice president, sergeant at arms, secretary, and treasurer. And you can go president, vice president, secretary, sergeant at arms. So don't quote me on the order, but those are your 5 real positions. Everything after that, road captain, PRO, what else they got? I don't know what else you probably could have, but those are titles. However your club structures those, that situation, then that's just the structure, however they structured it. But it's only 5 real positions. That's it. Everything else are titles, lieutenant, sergeant at arms, lieutenant at arms, and, blase, 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 blase. Those are titles. I've seen so many different titles, but there's only really 5 positions. Now, the debate is, I believe, now this is just me, I believe that a president should be able to pick his vice president. The club can still have the vote. They should run together as a just like you do in the world. President and vice president run together, Barack and Biden or whatever, they ran together, and you vote on them accordingly. So I believe whoever the president is, he should be able to pick his right-hand man, and because his vice president has to have the same thought pattern, program, and same initiative that he has in order to get the club on board. If you got a president and a vice president going 2 different ways, the club is not going to benefit from both of them, going to the, separate way. I'm not saying that they're not getting along, but the club ain't going to benefit. The club of benefit is that if I'm the president and I get to pick my vice president, somebody I know I can trust, somebody I know that thinks the same way I think, that got the same agenda, same mindset, same mind frame that I got, then the club will be better off. That's just the way it is. The club will be better off. And you won't have to, worry about, that part of it. So you still vote per se on your president and vice president. However, the president should pick his running mate, okay, and then you vote on them accordingly. Now, I feel the club should vote on a sergeant at arms, and I'm gonna give you why. The reason why the club votes on it, because some people feel like the president should pick a sergeant at arms because that's his security. That's the person that he has to depend on to exact order, to keep the peace, to maintain, structure amongst the club. Now, the reason why I disagree with that, and I'm gonna call my man in a minute. The reason why I disagree with that is because the sergeant at arms is 9 out of 10 times the most unlike person in the club. Because the sergeant at arms is a person, when you fuck up or when you ain't doing something right, who you got to deal with. That is a person that come knock on. Yeah, let me get them colors, player. Yeah, he's the person that serves you your suspension. He's the person that you deal with for all disciplinary actions. So 9 times out of 10, he's the person. He's most likely the not the most liked person in the club. Okay, and him being an enforcer, as they say, the sergeant at arms is not the baddest person, and he can fight. He can do this. He should be the most fairest, or I ain't gonna say fairest because he got a job to do. He ain't got to be fair. Whatever the fucking club vote, whatever the presidents and them say, that's his job. But he should be stern in his actions. He should be unwaverable in his actions and in his in his demeanor and the whole 9 yards. So I say the club should pick the sergeant at arms because they're the ones who has to deal with the sergeant at arms. A lot of people say the president should pick his sergeant at arms because that's his muscle, that's his, the whole 9 yards. I say the club should vote on the sergeant at arms because that's the person that they got to deal with. That's the person that you got to go to for everything first is your sergeant at arms. If you are able to go straight to your vice president and your president, that's wrong. Your sergeant at arms is your first line of any questions, issues, situations, problems at home, whatever the fuck it may be. The sergeant at arms is who you go to first. Now, if you didn't know that, I'm just telling you right now. The sergeant at arms is the first counselor that you go to concerning any problems that you have in the club, any problems that you're having at home, any problems that you have while you're not paying dues, why you're not showing up, why you're not doing it. That's the sergeant at arms job. His job is to know that. So he works closely with the president, the vice president, the secretary, and he works closely with the treasurer. The sergeant at arms has to know all four of those roles. He got to know all of them. He got to know what's going on, what was put in place, the whole 9 yards. So the sergeant at arms job is a lot. Him and the vice president, they kind of go hand in hand. But you shouldn't be allowed to take problems straight to your vice president. You should go to your sergeant at arms first. If he can't handle it, he will escalate it up to the vice president. If the vice president can't handle it, they can't handle it together, then it gets escalated up to the president, so forth to the club, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But if it's a private matter, some other stuff, decisions got to be made, then, that's how that works. But your sergeant at arms is your first line of defense and your first line of offense. So let me say it like that. Your sergeant at arms is your first line of defense and your first line of offense. So I think that he should be picked by the club simply for that reason, because the club is the one, you guys are the one who has to deal with him. You guys are the one to say you're going to respect him when he comes to you, when you done fucked up. He got to ask for those colors. You're going to respect him when he comes to tell you, hey, pipe down, shut up. Not shut up, but pipe down, be quiet, hold on, stand down, whatever. He is the one that you have to respect to do that. And if you don't do that, then he is the one that has to exact that. So that's why I say that vote should be left up to the club. Now, I'm going to call my man real quick, okay, so we can debate this. See if I can get him on. Matter of fact, hold on, let me turn this Bluetooth on first. Let me make sure my board light up. Okay, board is lit up. Okay. Let me call my man. Okay, I got two different numbers on him. Oh, matter of fact, he texted me yesterday. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to call him from this one right here. See if he answers. He may be busy. Hello?
Seven 0 6 9.
Okay, he didn't answer. Hopefully he can call me back. But anyway, he debated that and he thought different. He thought that the sergeant at arms, or he says that the sergeant at arms needs to be. He said, "Bam, I'm trying to make his job harder." Those are your responsibilities, player. It requires a lot, man. So anyway, that's just how I feel. That's how I think it should go. This is up for a debate. This is up for a debate. This is up for a discussion. Anybody that wants to say different. Good morning, Sal. I have a question for you. Is Rare Breed larger than Buffalo Soldiers? Brent, to know the numbers of any organization outside of that organization is a no-no. For me to know how many members Rare Breed got, and for me to know how many members Buffalo Soldiers got, and I'm not in either one of those organizations, is a no-no. I should never know that. You should never know that. You can say, you can assume, you can guesstimate, you can do whatever, who is the largest or who is the bigger, but you should never know the numbers. Nobody but that club should know their numbers of how many members, how many chapters exactly, the whole 9 yards. So I can't answer that question because I don't know. I'm not a Buffalo Soldier. Shout out to Buffalo Soldiers. And I'm not a Rare Breed. Shout out to Rare Breed. So I don't have the answer to that question, sir. That's just something I would not know. But it was a good question, James Brent. What up, Romy Rome? Clarence Brown. Good morning from Dream Catchers Club, Kansas City, Missouri. The Artist Devil, what up? Big Sarge, what up? Maxine Hunting, what up? Okay. So, does anybody have any questions, or does anybody want to do that different? Let me make sure I answer this, fully answer this question too, because I know it was a product. Okay, does the president change with others or individually? The president change when they do elections, however they do elections. Some people do elections, the officers 6 months before the president and vice president to give, or they put it like this. They overlap it. For example, let's just say in the office is December. Well, they'll vote on the new president and vice president in June to take position in December. So therefore, the old president and vice president can they can program or deprogram themselves and program the new, not program, but transfer information. They can transfer information, and they can, they got 6 months to kind of transition each other, one out of the office, one into the office. You feel what I'm saying? So, but the other officers, they can take, they can almost take, take accountability right then and there. The treasurer hands over all the books. The club confirms that, this is what it is. This is what it's supposed to be. Everything good. Boom, 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 boom. They go down to the bank. They switch over signatures, the whole 9 yards. I'm going to ask y'all this. Did you guys know that the president should never have a bank card? You guys know that? Y'all probably didn't know that, huh? Your president should never be in possession of a bank card. My man Lil Dead, if the brothers of the club have the best interests of the club at heart, they will vote in the best candidate for each position. We understand that, Lil Dead, but we do know that the Homeboy Network sometimes weighs out over the best possible person having that position. What up, Curtis? So, but yes, you always should vote for the best person. When it comes to voting for anybody in your club, anybody for any position, the number one thing to consider is this. I'm going to give you part of the top three. Top three things to consider when you're voting in a president, a vice president, or anything else, okay? Number one thing to consider, especially for a president, for any officer, the number one thing to consider is, do they have the time? Meaning they don't have a job or a family or other situations that will not allow them to be participating in the club activities with the club, or functioning and being around the club. Number one, do they have the time? Do you have the spare time, the extra time, energy, and whatever else to be here? Because your officers, let me say this, it is mandatory that your officers be everywhere, that they be around, that they be accessible. Mandatory. All of your officers become counselors of some sort. If you got a good treasurer, he becomes a financial counselor. If you got a good sergeant at arms, he becomes, a counselor, period. A vice president leadership, president leadership. A secretary can, paperwork. All these different people should be these different things in your club and in your life. In your individual life, they should be that. They should be accessible to be that. So if they're not accessible, man, I can't never get the president. I can't never get the sergeant at arms. He ain't never around. You feel what I'm saying? That is a problem. So that's the number one thing, to make sure that they have the time. The second most important thing, do they have a motorcycle? Do they ride? It's a two-part part. They have a motorcycle and they do ride. That is the second most important thing. I wouldn't pick, this is just me, I wouldn't pick an over-the-road truck driver to be my president or to be my vice president. That's just, I wouldn't do it, because he gonna be gone. I wouldn't pick a person that's deployed or a person that, that has a contract overseas. I wouldn't do it because they're gonna be gone. That's just me. I wouldn't do that. If we have if that's all we got to choose from, and those are our best choices, and this is all we got, nobody here is qualified or whatever, then that's what you got. But these are just things. All of your officers should be readily available, in town. Basically, I'm not saying that they can't have a job. That's not what I'm saying. But they should have a flexible schedule. All your officers' schedules should be flexible enough to where they can be seen, they can show up, they can be, they can be accessible. That's just my personal opinion. And again, it's my personal opinion. They should have the time in the club. Whatever time in the club that you set for officers to have, 4 years, 6 years, 3 years, 2 years, whatever time in. So there's different things that should be put in place to make sure that they have the knowledge of the club, that they have the knowledge of the club, that they've been in the club long enough. They should be able to sit down with the founders. Your new president sits down with the founders and let the founders give them their direction, their go, what their dream was, and the whole 9 yards. And pass that baton on him and say, hey, bro, do your thing. All of these things should be happening, man. In that transition, in that process. So it's just a lot of different things. But time, do they have a motorcycle? Do they ride? And number 3, knowledge of the job. Do they know the job? Do they have the knowledge of the job? First off, do they even want to do the job? A lot of times I've seen people pick for a job. They take the job because you picked them, but they never want the job. And the first time they don't do the job, like, shit, y'all put me in that position. I ain't even I didn't even want the shit. Y'all gave it to me. And that person beat out a person that wanted the job, that wanted to do the job, that had the time. But because y'all went with the popular vote, y'all picked the other person, and the minute he don't do the job, or the minute the job fucked up, his number one, he come back with shit. Y'all the one made me. Y'all gave me the job. I didn't even give a fuck about the job. I ain't even want to do the job. The shit was, it is what it is for me. I don't give a. So y'all take me out and put somebody else in. Come on, man. That's a bad attitude to have. It's a fucked up attitude to have. If you didn't want the job when they gave the job, then you should have left it at that. My man MJ, New York Zack Riders, KCMO, I agree with you, Sale. What up, Gregory Williams? What up, M. Clark? So these are just things that that you should be looking at. What up, little mama, Miss Tamika Sheely? I don't know who that is. I don't know who Tamika Sheely is, but whoever she is, she called me handsome. Appreciate you. Oh, she called me husband, too. Good morning, handsome husband. I don't know who Tamika Sheely is, so y'all got to forgive me, whoever that is. But those are the things that should be important when it comes to picking officers, when it comes to picking your cabinets and different things like that. Now, the rules I gave you are just my opinion, my rules. They can vary per your club. They vary based on whatever it is that your club got set up. So don't hold me to that. Don't say, well, Big Sale said this, because it all changes, as the time goes. Let me see. I'm trying to call some of my heavy hitters to see if they agree with the format. Oh, what is their format? Hold on one second. Let me try my man right quick. Matter of fact, let me try. Hold on. Here we go. Let me try my man right here. Because I want y'all to have this. I want y'all to understand. Because it's different everywhere. I know somebody might. It's kind of early out there, though.
Big bro.
Good morning, man. I got you live on my podcast in front of the world.
Okay, well, let me get on my laptop and pull it up, Bob. I just pulled up my laptop.
Okay, well, I got a question for you while you do that.
Okay, I'm listening.
We're talking about, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna let them introduce themselves as soon as they get situated, but I want to hit them with this question. I'm talking about today the formatting of officers, of your, officers. I say it's only 5 official officers. Everybody else is titles. And the second part to that is, what officers do you believe should be voted on, and how should they be voted?
President, Vice President, Master Sergeant Arm, Secretary and Treasurer.
Okay. Now, one of the things I say is that the president should pick his vice president it should be like almost like a running mate, like a team type of thing. And I say that based on if you have a president that he has to know that his vice president, number one, he can trust, has his back, and number three, that they both have the same agenda, that they both have the same direction that they want the club to go in. If you pick a vice president that got his own agenda and the president has his own agenda, that can cause some strife, later on down the line or whatever. They might not get along. They might get along for the sake of the club, but their agenda is totally different. Do you agree with that? You agree with that?
I do, and it's ironic you say that. That's why with my club, we don't vote on any officers, and the reason being because we automatically make sure that there's no cliques formed in the club.
Okay.
When you have the voting process, let's say you got 20 people and 20 people like me, 20 people like him. Well, once you have to vote on those things, then that's where the cliques come in at, because everybody's not going to see eye to eye when it comes to the rules or the politics.
Okay.
Even though they should. And so we just appoint all officers in our club. So if anybody joins and think they're going to be able to form a clique, they're already out, because we don't do that.
So is there a time?
And that's one of the reasons why.
So is there a time frame, or does a person has to say, "Hey, I would like to be appointed for this position," and if that be the case, who does the appointing?
Well, we do. We have an executive board.
Okay.
So we do the appointing, and in my club in particular, your appointment is based on how you move. For an example, we have a master sergeant at arms that came out of the military, and he was a military police. And one night we was out and about somewhere, and a skirmish broke out in the club. He was just a prospect, and a skirmish broke out in the club. And the first thing he did was usher myself and the vice president out of the club. We didn't know what was going on, and the ushers out said, "There's an issue in here. We got to leave." And so from that perspective, he became the master sergeant at arms.
Okay.
So we do our positions based on what you do.
Okay. All right. Now, what is the time frame for each officer? 2 years, 4 years, 1 year?
2.
Okay, you guys do 2 years. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's interesting, brother. That's interesting. And that adds a twist on some of the stuff that I say. But if it works, and that's what I'm telling everybody, different things will work differently for different people, different situations. So I always say an officer can effectively do a job. He needs at least 4 years to effectively do a job. You say 2 years for you guys, it's what it works. You guys say the executive board appoints the officers. Now, what if you appoint somebody that really didn't want the job?
Then they can turn it down.
Okay.
And now our term is the minimum is 2 years, but you don't have to not have you can carry on. You can be an officer for 10 calendar years.
Okay.
We just have it set at a minimum, just in case someone comes along that can, as we say in masonry, that can honor their contract.
Okay.
If somebody comes along that can honor the contract, of course, we don't want to hinder the club's movement based on someone's notoriety. If this person can honor the contract of that particular position, hey, we welcome that.
I got you. Okay. Well, there it is there, man. That's my man, everybody, for y'all that want to know. That is my man, 5th Ward Wayne, 10 toes down out of Houston, Texas. That's how they get out. He is a legend on the bike side. I call him a legend in the G, even though he won't tell you that himself. But it's somebody that I definitely talk to a lot. We chop it up a lot about certain things. And he's been in all type of leadership positions down there for the city of Houston, for the city of Houston. So,
correct.
I say state of Houston because that's how big Texas got states within states.
Absolutely.
Brother, I appreciate your input this morning, man, and just giving a different perspective on this thing, man. And again, I love you. Thank you for supporting the channel like you do. And, I'll talk to you later on, brother.
Appreciate it, brother. Have a blessed day, and let me get on with this Ramadan. It's Ramadan for me.
Okay,
I'm a Muslim,
Well, do your thing, Daddy.
Yeah, Chip. Oh, no, it's good. It's good. I'm supposed to carry on. Life goes on as normal.
Okay, well, there it is there then.
Y'all have a blessed one.
All right. So that was him.
You're welcome back.
He said that their board appoints. And that's a different perspective. That's a different angle, that the executive board appoints the officers. Interesting. Okay. Let me see if I can find one more. I'm trying to bring y'all different regions. Matter of fact, let me try this cat right here, man. He may be up. Hold on. Let's see if he's up. Now, this is a national right here.
Yo.
What up, man? It sound like you sleep. I woke you up, and I don't give a damn. So what?
Nigga, I ain't sleeping. I'm at work. It's real MC shit over here, man.
Hey, well, you're live on my podcast, man, and on YouTube in front of millions, thousands. I'm gonna say
What
millions.
up, FHO world?
I got a question for you real quick. We're talking about officers. We're talking about appointing officers. We're talking about terms. The terms of their office. We're talking about.
Hold on 1 second, Sam.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on, I gotta put you on hold.
Yeah, that's my man. A national and a founder. So we're gonna see. And they started out of Chicago. So the person I just called you was in Houston. So we're gonna go from the bottom to almost to the top. See how they go. If he bring his butt back to the phone. Anyway, anybody got any questions while we wait on him? I think it's pretty interesting this morning. A lot of people y'all didn't know. Oh, I was speaking on earlier. Did y'all know that your president not supposed to have a bank card? Didn't know that. No. Didn't know that. What up, Lottie? My man Lottie Dottie in the building. All right, we'll get him back later, y'all. He busy. Trying to get his perspective on it. I wish I had some West Coast, but it's early on the West Coast. But I'll see what I can do. Let me see what I can do. Call me, see if I can give me a heavy hitter on the line. West Coast heavy hitter. This is a heavy.
The subscriber you have dialed is.
Hold on, got the wrong number. What the hell out of that? Oh, damn. What the hell? Heavy hitter, right? If he answers, it's early. 6 a.m. Say what do you want, man? It's after. That's early. 1 second, everybody. Hold on. Okay. All right, so I was trying to call a couple of heavy hitters. It's early, they busy. Anyway, so that's my take on this. It's been on. We've been on it for a whole hour. It's Monday. Enjoy yourself. Anybody want to call in about it? Any phone calls? Anybody want to talk about it? If not, we will end this. We will end this and we will get to it. Don't forget, FHO in 10. I'll be doing 10-minute short clips of a subject, a topic, or whatever. They'll be just 10 minutes long. Grab them. I did 2 already. They're posted on the YouTube channel, so go check them out. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe to the button, man. It's right down at the bottom of the thing, man. If you're watching this, is at the bottom. Hit the bell to be notified. Tell a friend, man. Let's share this thing. Let's get this thing popping, man. Let's get this thing on and cracking, okay? It is what it is. Bam, yeah, you got a job to do, ma'am. You really do have a job, so get on it. Anyway, man, that's my time, man. I love y'all, man. So it is what it is, man. Hey.
Shit, man. You thought we was playing. We on live right now. It's your boy, Big Cell, FHO's HNIC, Mr. Him Be Everywhere.
Say, man, don't forget tonight, I got Willie Wimp live tonight at 8 o'clock-ish. He got a cold topic, too, tonight. Matter of fact, let me see. Willie Wimp tonight will be talking about, he sent this to me yesterday, what type of biker are you, and do you know the difference? That's tonight at 8 o'clock, man. FHO Podcast Radio. Be back tonight, 8 o'clock. And stay tuned, because I got a special guest supposed to be coming by today. Prayerfully, they can come on by, man, and I'm going to blow your socks off, man. I've been killing it lately. I really have, man. So, again, it's Monday, man. Start your week off right, man. Show some love for the page. Thank everybody for supporting. Man, let's share this thing, man. Share the channel. Share the page, man. Listening to the podcast. Check me out, man. I'm on, man. I'm doing this thing for you, man. So, appreciate everybody that is listening. But tell a friend. Now, let's start sharing it. Don't forget, Willie Wimp tonight. Cream on Tuesday night. Queen Mo Wednesday and Friday. And my girl Toya the Ballhead Truth on Thursday night. So it's going down, man. It's your boy Big Cell FHO HNIC. Doing our thing, man. Don't forget we on iTunes, Google Play Music, Google Podcasts, TuneIn, Radio Republic. I'm everywhere, man. I'm on platforms, man. We're on platforms, man. I'm on Stitcher, SoundCloud, Spotify.
FHO is a lifestyle, a movement, grown folks' business.
Let me show y'all something. Say, man, if you hadn't had a chance to get your shirts, I still got a few shirts left. Extra large, 2X and 3X, 4s and 5s. Look at this one right here. You see this one right here? And we got the hats in the match. Woo-hoo-hoo. Who got you fitted, man? Who got you fitted, man? Who got you fitted, man? I don't know who this is. This is a 2X. This must be. I don't know. The queen left this here. This must be. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but anyway, that's the matching fit to go with that, man. You feel what I'm saying? With the logo on the back, man. We killing the game, man. Hit me up, man. The hats, you need to go online to order the hats. This mug is banging. This motherfucker is super hard. Anyway, to get the hats, you must go online. FastHolliesOnly.com. They're online. And to get the t-shirts, you have to hit me up. I have 1X, 2X, 3X. I got a few, quite a few 1X, quite a few 2X. I even found some long sleeves 2X, the Interstate t-shirt, long sleeves. I got those. 3Xs, I got about 8 of those. And I also got a couple of the old 3X, the one with the checker flag. And then 4Xs and 5Xs. I got about 6 4Xs and about 5 5Xs. So hit me up, man, if you're interested. 424-242-2355. Get your shirts, man, while they last. We on, man. HD or nothing, man. Anyway, time for me to get back to studying. Yeah, I'm studying. You must study to show yourself approved, as they say. So, hey, also, man, anybody want to take me to school on this new MacBook Pro I got, man? I need some help with this MacBook Pro. Still learning. Anyway, that's my time, man. I love y'all. Don't forget 5 things. Love yourself enough to have some love for me. Keep some respect on the throttle. Mind your business. Stay in your own lane. 2019 FHOMA. We're going to ride for love and love to ride, man. So that's it, man. That's my time. See y'all later on the day. Stay tuned. Make sure you hit the bell so when I go live, I go live. It's going down. All right? That's it, man. Shout out to everybody that made it back from Panama City. Shout out to all the other bullshit that's been going on, man. We're going to tell y'all to miss us with that bullshit. And it just is what it is, man. It's your boy. I'm out of here. Bam, 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 bam. And YouTube. And cut. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Before y'all go, let me take a picture, y'all. Yeah. Gotta get a picture of my
It's Wednesday.